Good news, good news, good news. This video is going to start with the good news because Astrology for Beginners course is going to start from 9th March 2024. So the lots of people who buy mails or by WhatsApp making queries when Akashji will start classes. Now, this is the good time, first batch of 2024. So, you are the lucky person. You can also enroll for this. See, mail ID and WhatsApp number on the screen. So, just send your details. Team will contact you, will give you all brief about classes anywhere in the world. Just join from your home and learn astrology from Akashji with presentations in a different manner. So, start off video with good news. And now, start of video in my traditional way. Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And now we will welcome Akash Chauhanji because he's all set with his research about the March month for you all 12 ascendants. Namaskar, Akash Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Yes, today we are going to discuss about March, not Mars. Mars is exalted, by the way, but we'll discuss about March in detail. What March is, because it's a very exciting month. Here, beginning of the month, Mercury becomes debilitated, then Sun transits, then Mercury again transits to Aries, then Venus becomes exalted. So a lot of things happening in March, March.
Mars
Okay,
is exalted, na? That's why on your tongue.
my
Yeah.
Mars is exalted right now, so yes, that's why this is happening. Okay, so we will start with Aries ascendant people. Here we go. So for Aries ascendant people, the the month starts 7th of March onwards. Mercury will enter into Pisces. Especially Mercury is entering into Pisces, and Rahu right now is in the nakshatra of Mercury, Revati nakshatra. So here, honestly, the Lord of the third house, the Lord of the sixth house getting debilitated in the 12th house means little bit of some difficult news in terms of foreign travel or travel. So if you're traveling somewhere or there is some kind of travel that is going to happen, a little bit challenge in that area. There can be some delays, or maybe even those who have applied for visa and on rejection of visa can happen. Depends on your dasha antardasha, but generally this is what the energy of Mercury is, what is bringing to you. But on a positive note, those who have applied for debt, those who want some loan, those who are getting troubled from enemies, those who want some kind of good news in terms of court cases, very nice time for them, because Mercury on the other hand is putting a exalted aspect on the sixth house. This sixth house is very lucky, important for you. What do you say, Rohitji, about this Mercury?
Definitely, because exalted aspect on the sixth house will help people to having these loan things and you know this is what I was thinking, that when a planet of a bad house becomes debilitated, I think this is a good because it become powerless. So this is
Yeah,
a good thing to become debilitated for
it becomes
good.
powerless, and especially looking at the house, the especially the house that is, see it in this chart, it becomes debilitated, but also makes a Vipreet Raj Yog. And that Vipreet
Hmm.
Raj Yog is because the sixth house Lord has gone into the 12th house. And in on sixth house only it is putting an exalted aspect. So major problems that has been happening in the workplace, in places related to your finances, in things related to your health will be solved. On the other hand, there can be also be some kind of positivity in terms of spiritual awakening, because whenever Mercury will be sitting with Rahu already sitting in the nakshatra of Mercury, will take lot of qualities of Mercury now. So Rahu will give you a lot of spiritual awakening. Mars, your Lagna Lord, is already exalted in the 10th house. So career-wise, things, very, very good news can be heard now, as Mars has taken a lot of degree. Okay, Mars will, 15th of March, it will go away from this place, but before that, there is a lot of good news that is supposed to come to you from the career area. Moving on, Venus will enter into Aquarius. Now, remember, Aquarius is a very, very dear, very, very nice sign for Venus. And here, when Venus comes here, there is like a lot of emphasis on your relationship. Those who are trying to get into relationship, those who are thinking of getting into some kind of partnerships as well. Because see, this is the Lord of the second house in the 11th house. Whenever second house and 11th house will have any connection, money, the seventh house in the 11th house, if you see 1 2 3 4 5 fifth from the seventh house, there will be some kind of relationship that can come across to you, maybe from your social area, social network, and from your social connections. That means some friend of friend, maybe you may fall in love with them. That is something which can happen to you. So all the best. In fact, it is a time of lot of pleasure, because we it is the dispositor of this house, that is Saturn, is also sitting there and inviting Venus. So very positive. March is positive only till now. Then Sun enters into Pisces. Now here is the beginning of something we call Surya Grahan. Okay, Sun will start taking lot of good degrees, higher degrees here, and it is going to enter into the domain of Rahu, where Rahu is at that same degree. And 9th of April is, think 8th or 9th of April is when there will be complete solar eclipse. But Sun with Rahu, especially the fifth house lord in the 12th house, can give little bit of trouble related to education, losses in education, some kind of losses in speculation, some kind of speculative money that you are investing big time. There can be some losses there, so you have to go slow there during this month and do lot of Aditya Hridaya Stotram. Very important for Aries ascendant Mars. Aries ascendant. If there is any Yoga Karka planet, and that is Sun for you. Sun is the most Yoga Karka planet because it becomes exalted in the Lagna, that is in the Kendra, and is the owner of the fifth house, owner of a Trikona as well. So it is the most auspicious planet going into the 12th house, means expenses related to education, related to children, related to speculation. There will be expenses on the rise, and especially afflicted with Rahu, means Sun will be going little bit powerless and Rahu will be, in a way, when we talk about this, Rohiji, Sun is the king who combusts all the planet. But here Rahu has the power to combust Sun. That is what it means. So in that area, we have to be careful. Then Mars enters into Aquarius. It is not a problem. The Lagna Lord in the 11th house means some bigger goals that you were trying to achieve. You will be having so much power at the moment that you will be able to conquer that big dream that you have. Some say Mars and Saturn are enemies, but if that is the case, then Mars will never become exalted in the house of Saturn. So there is a lot of debate on this, but I feel that whenever Mars, any Lagna Lord in the 11th house is a positive sign for everyone related to goals, some kind of money, monetary benefit, and especially that will be through your own efforts. So it's a very good time. Then 26th of March, Mercury will enter into Aries. Now, Mercury entering into Aries is for a very short time. In April, I think 2nd or 3rd of April, it again becomes retrograde. But here, Mercury entering into the first house, especially with Jupiter. So it is auspicious. Why, Rohitji? You know why? Because the 3rd house Lord is sitting 11th from itself. So that means because of communication, because of your own effort, because of your own, hard work, you will achieve some good news in terms of, especially related to your relationship, business, or designation. If there is some kind of thing that is supposed to bring you to some kind of good status in your life, maybe you are supposed to get married, maybe your marriage is going to get fixed, maybe your job letter that was coming will come. Some communication in related to relationship or your own personal development may happen during this period. And especially end of the week is the Maraka, extreme Maraka here becomes exalted. Now everyone must think that wow, this is so good, Venus becomes exalted. But remember, Venus is Maraka for you, 2nd house Lord as well as the 7th house Lord. It is extreme Maraka going into the 12th house, means 31st of March or beginning of April, there can be some situation where either you might be visiting some hospital, either you'll be visiting some kind of legal trouble, can be going into some legal trouble. And this is all not because of the placement of Venus. See, Venus placement here means that spiritually there will be a lot of bliss that will come to your life. But look at the aspect of Venus. It is going 6th. The aspect, 7th aspect is on the 6th house of enemies. It is debilitated aspect, right? So enemies may try to harm you. There may be some trouble. There may be some. So it is not for everyone. Like other ascendants will have, like for example, Taurus ascendant, very awesome time for them, right? Because for them it will be in the 11th house exalted. But for you, it is little bit challenge here. So March beginning is very good. Venus till the time it is in Aquarius, very, very awesome. Sun enters into Pisces. Again, your start of the eclipse starts because Sun will be coming very closely, slowly into conjunction of Rahu. Then 15th of March, Aquarius. So all the energy what is happening is rotating in your 11th and 12th house. This is where all the energy is. So you have to be focused on losses, expenses. That expenses should be in control. Maybe some luxury expenses on luxury should be avoided during this time, and only necessity should be taken forward. And there will be focus on anything related to your gains. That means the goals that you have, you will be able to achieve them in a timely, rightly manner. So very awesome time for Aries ascendant people in the beginning, but after 26th of March, little bit careful we have to become. Otherwise, everything is good. Hopefully, I think that if your Dasha and Antardasha is very much supporting, then some big achievements, but big goals that you have can be achieved during this month. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can click on it. You can directly come and talk to me, and we will be talking in detail about your birth chart. Rohit.
And talking about one more thing by which we start our video also, that beginners course for astrology starting from 9th of March 2024. This is a time when you can join this course. And what you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, and you will join the beginners course from your home, nowhere you want to go, with presentations in detailed manner. You can learn with Akashi. So this is an opportunity. Enrollment already started.
Thank you, Rohit. Moving on to Taurus ascendant people. One of the most favorite ascendant of mine and most lovely people in the world. I think there is no one who is better than Taurus people. Here, March 7th is when Mercury enters into Pisces. That means into the 11th house for you. And Mercury here is kind of the Dhan Lord. That means Lord of your wealth. So it is a very good time for you, by the way, because there is a triangle here. It's not exactly a triangle, but there is a triangle here. When we talk about number 3, second house, number 5, fifth house, and number 11, when these houses have something in common, there is going to be windfall of money, some kind of monetary benefit you will get. Even with Mercury being debilitated here, it is putting an exalted aspect on the fifth house. Those who are trying for kids, those who are trying for progeny, those who are trying to become pregnant, this is one of the best period. If you can see it yourself, Mercury aspecting and on a very on the fifth house here. So aspect is exalted. So that means any desire that you have related to fifth house, you will be able to fulfill, about children, about speculative wealth, about money, about some gains in education. Anything like that can start happening. And after this period only, when Mercury becomes debilitated, after 2 days of it, we will be starting our classes in on astrology. So just see that things are all, aligned in the right sense. Here, March 7th is when Venus will enter into Aquarius as well. So now the Lagna Lord enters into the 10th house. So there will be some growth, or there can be some positive news that can come from the work area for you as well. So Taurus ascendant people, it is a beautiful beginning of the month for you. Very, very awesome. Your Venus is first of all, your Yoga Karaka planet, that is Saturn, is in the 10th house, right? You can see it in your front of you. It is in the 10th house and it is in good Yoga Karaka position. Yeah, it is now combust because of Sun, but it is very temporary. Venus is going to come here, and Venus is the Lagna Lord. So Yoga Karaka planet and the Lagna Lord together is like having a party, like they will be having a party here. And that party will turn out to be very pleasant, very nice for you in career area. So all the best. Then Sun enters into Pisces. Finally, this 10th house is now affliction is lifted here, and now Sun has entered into Pisces. Now here, remember that whenever Sun will enter into Pisces and Rahu is in close conjunction, this is the time of beginning of the yearly complete solar eclipse that will happen on April 9th. But yes, because it has to enter and take little bit certain degrees till the time Rahu will completely overshadow Sun. This is the exactly time that is happening. So what is happening is that Sun enters into the 11th house, fourth house Lord in the 11th house. Here you have to be careful not to deal with any of your friends related to any kind of property or any kind of thing related to your property or any kind of thing related to vehicles. Do not deal with any of your friends or friends, like do not try to do any kind of dealing with your social or networking. Do not trust people very easily after 14th of March. It is because affliction of Rahu and Sun will be starting for you. Then on the career front, there is again very very good news, because 12th house lord is in the 12th house lord is sitting 11th from itself in the 10th house. Very good news in terms of your career. There is going to be some very great promotion, or maybe some kind of acknowledgement that you may get. Your status may increase during this time. It is a very auspicious time, by the way, in career area. So make the most of it. All the if you see, Mars has aspects also. So Mars is looking at the lagna, into the sitting with the lagna lord, looking at the lagna. So that means your confidence will be bigger. It is looking at your fourth house. In your home, there will be good environment. You will be very confident, and also looking at your fifth house again gives indication that anything that you have to do related to childbirth, Mars is also supporting you. So all the best. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Mercury enters into the 12th house. Here, uh, it is good in terms of getting some kind of travel to foreign country. Maybe you during this time you book a travel to foreign country, or maybe you go to foreign country. That is number one thing that can be on your cards. But also, it means that there will be some expenditure related to your children, expenditure related to education, expenditure related to your creativity, some creativity stuff you want to do, and you have to spend some money. This is also what you can expect during this time when Mercury enters into Aries. Then this is one of the best time for you Taurus ascendant people, when your lagna lord, the sixth house lord, goes and gets exalted in your 11th house. That means this is the time that you will hear some good news, especially in terms of children, in terms of some happiness that comes to you. Your goal, whatever your goal was, you will be able to achieve that goal, and that is how you will be. It is very positive time for you, very positive time in terms of gains. Whatever you are desiring at the moment, you will gain this during the month of March. And the end of March, like, Venus will be at very 0 degrees, but April is going to be one of the most positive months for you, most positive months for you. So little bit here we have to be face little bit challenge March 14th, when Sun enters into Pisces. This is little bit challenging, but otherwise everything, every other aspects looks very awesome, very nice, very amazing for you. Mercury enters Aries 12th house, travel plans. So you will be booking some tickets during this time. That is also positive, but very good news coming to you in terms of your love life, in terms of your children, in terms of progeny, in terms of speculative gains, in terms of bigger gains, goals getting complete, lot career wise, some progress. So all the best. Like, that is what I can say. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you want, you can talk to me directly, and we will be able to discuss your chart in detail and understand that how your planets and how your chart is acting during this time. All the best.
And if you want to understand and learn astrology from very beginning, you don't know anything. So this course is for you. Astrology for beginners course, 9th March starting date, and the enrollment is already started. Again, I am saying only 30 students per batch. Enrollment is started. So don't late, be hurry up and send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you and brief you everything about classes. So this is a golden opportunity. First batch of 2024, you can enroll.
Yes, Suriji, I have many questions that people are asking about this batch. That what is it going to be? Is it going to be a presentation, or you have to take notes? So the information here is that I have created 12 presentations, 12 weeks. All the classes are almost 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours completely. So if we talk about 12 weeks, 24 classes, it is going to be 20, 48, 50 hours of content. And 50 hours is where I will be speaking kind of stuff, where I'll be explaining each and every aspect. The last batch was very happy. My motive is to just make good astrologers, and someone who can, those who don't want to take it personally, like not professionally also, they should be able to read their own chart or their family members and take right decisions. That is what this whole idea is about. It is a very cheap course. No one will do in such cheap amount the kind of hard work that I am putting. So hope that, I wish God and I pray. I don't want everyone to join. I want people who really deserve and who really have any kind of higher education kind of dasha in their chart. They should come. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, Mithun, Lagana. When we talk about your monthly horoscope, it is about completely about your Lagna Lord. Your Lagna Lord is becoming debilitated, and especially in the 10th house. What does this mean? It is in front of you. Everything is in front of you. That's why we do so much of hard work by creating these kind of presentations where you can see the placement of planets in the places. Mercury is in the 10th house. Career wise, there will be some kind of challenge, especially communication in the career area will be a little bit disturbed, and you may feel some kind of backlash, or there may be some kind of sudden bad news that comes to you in terms of your career. Sorry to say. But in the home environment will be very good. People in the home will be supporting you. There will be a lot of support. You will get a lot of encouragement from your family members. So that is a positive thing. Those who are not going through Mercury Dasha and Antardasha, and if you're going through any kind of dasha that is related to either Venus, either Jupiter, then there can be some kind of possibility in buying a house or property or some kind of gains in terms of some property related issues, related things. So that is positive news. But Lagna Lord getting debilitated means you feel weaker on the other side. Like you already feel weaker. My daughter is Gemini ascendant. I know that she's going to get sick. Every year, whenever Mercury becomes debilitated or retrograde, she is sick. So we cannot help it, right? This is how it is. When Lagna Lord is weaker, it will put some area or some aspect of life where you will have little bit trouble. So ye career, in that career area you are getting starting to get trouble. So careful in your career area, not to be hasty in decisions, not to speak too much, be quiet, listen. If you get any task, don't revolt, just finish that task. Venus, on the other hand, ends his Viprit Rajyog and moves into the ninth house. So ninth house Venus, here the 12th house Lord in the ninth house. So those people who are trying to travel to a foreign country or planning to book travel, March 7th onwards, you will be planning, you will be booking or travel. You will be writing some mails to, or you will be going on skyscanner.com or and whatnots of your like Google flights, booking flights for some places. That is what is supposed to happen. Those who are trying for education in a foreign country, good news may come to you. Expenses will be on the rise, and good news will come to you. And you may go to a foreign country for higher education, or you may get accepted in foreign country for higher education. So positive things are coming. Only thing is that be because see, Sun is going to be in Aquarius, okay, and for only 7 days, but still, you have to be careful in terms of father's health. Even you may have to go to hospital for father or father's health. There can be such situations also. So expenses will be on the rise, but some good news related to education you can hear. Philosophy wise, any kind of people who are very interested in philosophy or philosophical talks, it's good for you also. All the best. Sun will enter into Pisces. Now, Sun here is the lord of the third house of the communication, entering into the house of career. So, Mercury is already there, debilitated. Sun enters here. It will make sure that Mercury becomes combust. That means whatever power it has, it will zero it. And on the other hand, the communication lord, third house lord in the 10th house with conjunction of Rahu is not a very pleasant sign. That means in the work area, you make sure that don't make any bigger communication, or what we say, any arguments. You may be tempted to do that, and that will happen because of your colleagues. They may provoke you that let's do this, let's do that. No, Rahu will play here all dirty. Whenever Jupiter Sun is with Rahu, it will play here dirty. So we don't want any kind of situation that should happen in the work area, because Mercury is also not favorable. Sun will also not be favorable. तो थोड़ा सा हमें careful. We have to be careful here. Okay. No major job changes, resign, nothing. Hold on. You want to resign? Just wait. Not right now. May mein karna. In May of this year, resign. Not right now. Okay. Mars enters into Aquarius. So Mars was in exalted position in the 8th house, making a Viprit Rajyog as well as exalted. But now it has ended. Like Jupiter, it has also ended Viprit Rajyog, and it has come to the 9th house of destiny. Here, someone, some friend, some colleague, someone will help you, like come as God to you, some as a mentor, guru to you, who will take you out of the problem, because the 11th house Lord is sitting 11th from itself. Someone from social life or social network or your network area will come, and it will pull you out of the problem that you are going through. So there is positivity here. Legal troubles. Those who are into legal troubles may have some backlash here. There can be some bad, sorry to say, but not positive news that you can hear in legal areas. वहाँ पर एक challenge है. So be careful in that area. But Mars in the ninth house is going to make sure that relationship with father uh, can be a little bit disturbed as well. So whenever Mars is in the ninth house, there will be cat and dog fight between father and son or father and daughter. So थोड़ा careful रहने की जरूरत है. Venus and Saturn are helping you, but still Mars comes here and can create some kind of it is difference of opinion that can happen. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Now this is the time that Mercury ends its debilitation. But if we see Mercury Kendra Lord in the 11th house, it is a very positive time. That means if you were going through any problem in the work area and maybe you were looking for a job now because there was some loss of job also, you may find a job now. You may help get with the help of your friends, your networking that you have done over this and you have built that network, you will get some good relief, good news from that area. So वहाँ positivity is there. And because Mercury will also be looking into your fifth house of education, and Venus is in the ninth house of higher education. So those people who are giving some competitive exams, they will pass, and there will be some good news that you can hear if there is around March 26th or till April of 2nd. Before that, anything is going on, so there will be good news that will be come to you. Then Venus enters into Pisces. This is the time again. Now there are two supports. So because Venus enters here and gets exalted, the 12th house lord gets exalted. From foreign country, if people are waiting to get a job offer or waiting to get some enrollment in foreign job business or transfers, this is a time that you may get some good news in transfer and getting transferred to a foreign country. So make the most of it. I don't think so this period will come again. It is try your level best if you want to move to a foreign country in the work area. Other than that, your work wise, if you are joining new company, you will be joining at a very good pay scale. There will be some kind of good positive news that you will hear. So all the best. Any interviews that you are trying to give here, you will pass here because your sixth house lord is in your house of your destiny. So your destiny is going to work for you. All the best. Very positive month. Only thoda bahut problem in the area related to 14th March till 15th March when Mars and when Sun enters into Pisces, Rahu ke sath conjunction. That is where you have to be careful. Otherwise, all the best. Good month. Lot of things related to your career that is going to happen, especially changes in career area, is the gist of this month. There's a WhatsApp link in the description if you want to talk to me directly, personally, and we want to go over your chart. Then you can come and discuss your chart in detail with me. All the best. Rohit.
Really good and exciting month this is, because in this month astrology for beginners classes we are going to start from 9th of March, and this is a time when once again you can connect with Akash ji wherever you are sitting in your in world from your house. Just connect with Akash ji online, learn astrology from very beginning. What you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, and team will contact you, will brief you everything about classes. So this is a way how you can learn astrology in interesting and different manner with Akash. Enrollment already started, so hurry up.
Yes, Soiji. Moving on to Cancer ascendant. When we talk about Cancer ascendant here, Lagna Lord, that is Moon, is a very fluctuating planet. It moves every 2 minutes. So every 2.5 days, they have very different plans. Beginning of this month, the enemy of your sign, that is the Lord of the third house, extreme hard work, and the Lord of the 12th house of extreme losses, will be debilitated. That means it's a good news for you. Your troublesome planet is going weaker. Where you will get power, you will get power in communication area. You will be too much very good in communication. You will have a lot of your weight in your words. This is the time when you say that your pen will yield more power than your words. That means written communication wise, you will be able to achieve the best in your life during this time. Then Venus enters into Aquarius. Now, Venus is the lord of the 11th house, and Venus is also the lord of the 4th house. That means here, if we see, Venus is somewhat second yoga karka. Mars is the extreme yoga karka. Second comes Venus. Now, when Venus is in the eighth house here, it is going to give you some kind of unexpected gains. That is in property or in terms of your business. If you're in business or any kind of sales and marketing job, you'll get unexpected benefits during this time. So make the most of it, because Venus is going to be sitting with its own friend, that is Saturn. So it is going to be under good influence. Okay, then Sun enters into Pisces. Now here is little bit challenge in your area related to your uh, mm, guru, spiritual leader, father, home, land, maybe also, the if you talk about the 10th house, 9th house in detail, it is something to do with your destiny. So this is the time, because Rahu is here and Sun is approaching Rahu, your destiny might not work for you. So hard work is your key to success from 14th of March. If you get lazy and don't do work, then you will be losing it. So hard work is important during this time. Mars, on the other hand, enters into Rohiji, Aquarius. So Mars was exalted. That means Yoga Karka planet of this chart, the owner of the Kendra and Trikona, fifth house as well as the 10th house, goes into the eighth house. Very positive for career. Again, everyone will say why? Because the best thing is that it is sitting 11th from its 10th house placement and fourth from the um, fifth house. Whenever fifth house has any connection with fourth, with eighth house, fifth and eighth house have a connection. Lottery. There's going to be some kind of lottery or some kind of sudden gains that you never expected that it will come to you. So again, positivity coming to your way. So it is a very positive month, man. All the things are related to research. Everything. If you do right research, you will gain during this time. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Now this is the time, Rohitji, when Mercury finally the lord of the 12th house goes into the 10th house. So if you are in a foreign country and if you are trying to stay there for a longer period, there will be some new scope that you will get to stay for a longer period. And I'm saying because some visa extension, something related to foreign settlement, some job in a foreign country, something that will suddenly pop up in your life and you may receive some good news in that area. So all the best, man. Career-wise, it's going to be very good. And finally, Venus enters into Pisces, so your destiny will be working in your favor. See, I told you, Venus is the second Yoga Karka planet in this chart because it owns the fourth house of Kendra and the 11th house. Now, gains related to your property, gains related to mother's health will become okay. Lot of good, you know, what you say, relationship with wife and things like that, or husband, that is going to happen. And your destiny will be working, like all the gains that you will get now is through your destiny in the month of April. Everything will be destiny oriented. You will say that, oh, I never even put so much effort into this. How I got it? Destiny, 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 destiny. So this is what is going to happen for all the Cancer ascendant people. So all the best. There is good news, good news, good news in your career, in your destiny, in sudden gains. So it is a very good month, man. Whenever you get gains, very good gains. So make sure to give some gains to me also. Okay, and Rohit ji also. All the best, Rohit ji. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description. If you want a personal appointment, you can click on it, come to me, and then we can talk about your chart in detail. And Rohit ji,
There is one more gain which you can, add to your life. This is a gain of knowledge of astrology. Astrology for Beginners course starting from 9th March. Akashji will conduct this course wherever you are in the world, no matters. From your home, you can learn astrology from Akashji online with presentations. And the way he conduct this course last year, so many queries we got to start this again. So now we decided this is a batch, first batch of 2024. So for enrollment, what you have to do, the procedure is the mail ID and WhatsApp number on the screen, whichever you feel easy, send your details. Team will contact you, brief you everything about classes, and you will be the part of the class starting from 9th March. So hurry up, enrollment is already started.
all the best. And moving on to Leo ascendant, which is my ascendant as well. And there are some people who say that, oh, don't talk about your ascendant. So why not? I am also affected by all this planet, so I will talk about it. If you have any
And one
problem,
must and one must proud of his or her ascendant. Why to, conceal these things?
yeah. No, if there is any problem, then they can leave and not come and watch it. I am very open about it. Because if there is any problem anyone is facing, they should go, not come here. Because I come here to spread positivity, not to.
You should be happy that an astrologer telling about his ascendant, correlating everything with his lives also. Who tells about his life? But Akashji always openly tell about his bad and good every phase of the life.
Yeah,
This is how.
does not matter. There are some haters, I think, planted by other astrologers. Enjoy kare sir. Okay, so I have no enmity with anyone. I am very, very positive. I have only my goal is to do research on astrology. There is nothing. I don't even look at other people. Anyways, March 7th, Mercury will enter into Pisces. Now, here, when we talk about all the Leo ascendant people, we have to be very careful in terms of monetary money. Why? Because here, Leo ascendant people, the second house is ruled by Mercury, and the 11th house is also ruled by Mercury. It is getting debilitated in the eighth house for you, where Rahu is also here right now. See, suddenly money from partnerships can create some kind of issues. You will get it because see, it is aspecting the second house in an exalted way. So your bank balance will increase suddenly. There will be a lot of windfall in your bank balance, but there can be some cheating also. Like mostly, it can be a situation where you are supposed to receive 100, but you received only 80. You are happy because you received 80, but there can be some cheating. Someone who will try to take advantage of you, so hidden enemies can be a problem during this time. So what you need to do is be careful, be vigilant, not make sure that no one takes extra advantage of you during this time. That is what is the number one thing that you have to be careful about. Mercury in the eighth house also causes skin problems, skin troubles. Okay, dental problems. Suddenly, dental issues coming to your life. A problem in your ulcers in your mouth or ulcer in your stomach area, anal problem in constipation, hemorrhoids. These can things can happen. So temporary, but it will be solved. Venus enters into Aquarius. Now here Venus is the 10th house lord and sitting 10th from itself. So in your career you will achieve something very great, distinctive, and something that you have been waiting for a long period. You may achieve something in your career during this time. So it is a positive time for you to look upon you in a way where believe in yourself, have a lot of confidence, because see, the seventh house, the status lord is also there, and Venus is the 10th house lord coming here. So some communication related to your career is supposed to come to you in a very positive manner. Okay, then Sun enters into Pisces. Now Sun entering into the eighth house, Lagna lord in the eighth house, health problem challenges, and especially we are going towards we are going towards the area of um, a grahan, that means a complete solar eclipse that will happen on 9th of April, 8th or 9th of April, I think 9th April. So this is going to start now. Sun here is going to create some problem in your health, or maybe some cheating by someone, some partner doing some cheating with you. So we have to be careful in this area. We don't want to let anyone take advantage of us. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we are very vigilant and we take our decisions, especially decisions related to all the things related to investments, very, very carefully. You can invest and suddenly some people can say, oh, I do not have money to give you back and stuff like that. So we don't want any kind of things. We have to be open and ask that, okay, this is what it is and this is how I want it back. In your office also, career also, if some promotion happens, you have to ask, okay, promotion is very good, we are loving it, what about monetary benefit, what is money here? And that is what you should do. Later on, the Yoga Karka planet enters the seventh house. So that means there is 100% some kind of news related to your designation that is going to happen, or improvement in designation during this time. Especially because the ninth house lord is in the sitting 11th from itself. So gain in from your destiny, in your designation, in your career area is supposed to happen during this month. So all the best. Mercury enters into Aries. Finally, Mercury, the second house lord, whenever in the ninth house, you gain money through some kind of you gain money through some kind of what we say I feel mostly through destiny only and through higher education or some kind of knowledge that you have, you will be using it in the right place, right time, and you will get some kind of benefit. Mercury is with Jupiter. Jupiter is not pleasant here with Mercury, but because Jupiter is another planet which rules the fifth house and sitting ninth, like sitting fifth from the fifth house. So there can be some good news coming from children also. Higher education, those who want to go to foreign country for study, very good news for you. So positive. And then Venus enters into Pisces. This is the time that Venus gets exalted in the eighth house. So suddenly out of nowhere, there will be positive news or communication related to your career. If it has not happened in the beginning of the month, it will happen in the end of the month. There is positivity this month in related to career, in related to designation, in related to partnership, in related to spouses, and everything related to the seventh and the eighth house, ninth house. Your destiny is going to be with you. Everything is positive in there. And only the thing is that investment wise, make sure that you do a lot of research before investing because that is what Sun is indicating here. Okay, all the best. There is lot of good news coming to Leo ascendant people in March. WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments if you want to go through your chart. And those who want to, discuss their what we say problems in very discreet manner. Like some people, I have some people, Roji, when I do appointment, they say don't even record our video. So everything is available. So we don't record, we don't see your face and things like that. So everyone can come, everyone is invited. 100% privacy. I don't think so. Any privacy has been shared so far by anyone on our channel. So all the best. Thank you, Rohit.
Really, this is a responsibility of an astrologer to, keep things private, and we do this from very first day. And now, another good news, that is astrology for beginners course starting from 9th March. The first batch of year 2024, on the repeated request, we decided, okay, let's start it again. So if you want to learn astrology, you are beginner, you can take benefit of this. Send your details on the mail ID or WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you and will give you all details regarding classes. Enrollment is already starting, so you can also join. Welcome.
Thank you, Rohit. Moving on to Virgo ascendant people. Here, beginning of the month, your Lagnesh, that means the Lagna Lord is going to become debilitated, weak. Weak means completely powerless, and that is what you will feel during the beginning of the week, completely powerless. In the seventh house, so in the area of relationship, there can be lot of communication gaps, or there can be lot of arguments which we have to avoid. We don't want to get into arguments so that people can make or your spouses or your partners can take advantage of your weakness. So what is good to be quiet because a silent, sometimes silence is more powerful than words or written document. Silence, that is what is required. March 7th, Venus will enter into Aquarius. Now, Venus entering into Aquarius, especially if you see the second house Lord in the sixth house, Maraka in the sixth house, health wise problem can come, man. There can be, yeah, it is positive in terms of your destiny Lord coming to your ninth house, but some court cases, sudden kind of losses, events, enemies turning around you, some kind of legal trouble related to your fines of your while driving and stuff like that can come to you. What we need to do, we need to be vigilant in these areas. If something comes up, like you get a ticket and all stuff like that for fine, immediately pay it off and get rid of it. You don't want to increase that problem in the future. Okay, that is what is supposed to be done. And then Sun enters into Pisces. This is a good time because the 12th house Lord is entered into the 7th house. Any people who are very separated, like for example, if someone who's a spouse or thing is very far away from them and they want to reunite now, this is the time that there will be a new step that you can take and you reunite with your spouse. But on the other hand, remember that this unity comes with a little bit of price also because right now Sun and Rahu will be making a very good conjunction here and entering into something called complete solar eclipse in April. But as Sun starts taking degree, Rahu becomes more and more aggressive and it can create a little bit of challenge in this area which Sun has to maintain. And because of that challenge, there can be some losses. On the other, not so pleasant side, but good for those people who are applying for divorce, it will happen and there can some kind of good news in divorce area for you. Those who want to get married and stuff like that, this is not the time to make any such decision. So just hold on. Then Mars enters into Aquarius after getting into exaltation. Now Mars comes into the sixth house, makes a Vipreet Rajyog. So any health problem, any legal problem, any trouble that Venus created by coming here, Mars is going to let you solve it. Mars will give you some kind of way, some kind of area, some kind of loophole where you will go and now solve your problem. Debt wise, if you are taking some kind of money, borrowing, you want to borrow some money, so here you will be able to borrow some money. And if you need a guarantor or stuff like that, here you will get the guarantor also. Those who are into any kind of legal trouble already, enemies or court cases going for a longer period, you will get some good news in terms of now that period coming down, and maybe some judgment or something can happen. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Now Mercury entering into the Aries, Kendra Lord in the 8th house, not a very good. So both the Kendra Lords are in the 8th house. Some kind of problem again. Sorry to say, Virgo ascendant. You know, your ascendant Lord and Kendra Lord is coming into the 8th house. Your other Kendra Lord is in the 8th house. So both the Kendra Lords in the 8th house, there is no Rajyog, nothing they are making. They are afflicted completely. That means accidents, sudden ups and downs, job losses, things like investment, some kind of false investment, or investments that can turn to ashes can happen. What do we need to do? Vishnu Sahasranam. During this time, Vishnu Sahasranam is the Ramban. That means the arrow of Lord Rama, which will not go, it will directly hit the spot. You have to make sure Vishnu Sahasranam should be a part of whole of my 15th March onwards. Vishnu Sahasranam every day you have to do. Otherwise, you will face some problem and then you will be running to astrologers. Some people come up to astrologers only after they are completely in trouble. They don't come beforehand. So here, beforehand, they should come. You should come and try to understand your chart in details. Then Venus enters into Pisces into the 7th house. Any problem in relationship that is going on due to Sun and Rahu conjunction, Venus will come and ease things out, because Venus will be at power. Venus is the second house lord. Maraka coming into the Maraka house. Health wise, it can trouble in the stomach area, but otherwise, relationship wise, very good. It will try to resolve problems. Maybe those people who are uh, put divorce or something may get a second chance to come back and reconcile. There is a good news in that. Those who want to get married now, this is a time that I think the Grahan should end. So maybe when Sun gets exalted here in April, on April 14th, then you can think, but you can take things forward now. And in terms of starting new businesses, partnerships, this is also a good time for all the Virgo ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can click on it and directly come on WhatsApp and we can discuss your chart in detail. Otherwise, there is one very good news with Rohit ji will share for you.
Other than partnership, there is one association which you can do with Akashji. Starting a new batch of astrology for you people, beginners course starting from 9th March. Enrollment is already started. This is the first batch of year 2024. Mail ID and WhatsApp number on the screen. What you have to do, send your details. Team will contact you, brief you everything about the class. So I think we are also waiting. Lots of people through mails and other things, WhatsApp, make inquiries when Akashji will start. When Akashji will start. Now the day has come, 9th March. So note the details. Send your details here on the WhatsApp and mail ID, and you will be enrolled.
Thank you, Rohit ji. Moving on to Libra ascendant. Not Libra ascendant. I don't care what other people think. Libra ascendant is one of the best ascendants ever. You know why? Because you have a ruler Venus. So many people ask me that why you tell that Libra ascendant is one of the most best ascendant. So understand one thing. In Kali Yuga right now, so if I bring a cow to your house, Rohitji, and tell you, Rohitji, here is a cow here, take care of it. What will you say? Hey, why the hell you bring a cow, man? It will do gobar now. I will have to take for food for him and stuff like that. But now I bring you Ferrari and tell Rohitji, this is the key of a Ferrari. Take care of it. You'll say, oh, don't worry. I will guard it with my life. I will make sure that it's parked inside. So the mindset of people have become a lot of material mindset. luxurious mind. Everyone wants luxury, and it is not bad. Why people should get luxury if it is, you know, I feel that more than kings in that era of the time when the kings, like for example, King Akbar or King, some kings were there in that past. Did they have the privilege to go and put on a switch on a light and see the light is on now, or switch off fan and say, oh, fan is on now? We have that privilege right now because of Rahu, because of Venus. So Venus is a very important planet in the whole celestial system. It gives you luxury, it gives you hope, it gives you lust, it gives you love, it gives you some kind of things that is related to, uh, you know, something very very pleasant that the body requires, not the soul. The soul requires solitude, the soul requires Jupiter, but the body requires Venus. That is what here Libra ascendant is so special. That's why. Now here March 7th, Mercury will enter into Pisces. Okay. Here Mercury is the lord of your 12th house as well as the ninth house. So that means any foreign connection that you are trying to explore, it will not work out for you in this area, in this time. Or maybe if it work out for you, it will come with a lot of huge expenses that you will have to take up. Okay. Enemies will be at power. Enemies may try to counter you or destroy you or may come behind you. So keep a watch on that area. Venus enters into Aquarius. The Lagna Lord coming into the fifth house is very pleasant in terms of creativity. There will be a lot of creative effort that you will put, and that is also very resonating with enemies coming to your sixth house. When enemies will become more active, you will also start doing lot of creativity here. And for your children, you'll be taking out time. There will be good news from children. Some creative speculative investment that you have done may give you good results. So it is again positive. Then Sun enters into Pisces. Here Sun is the lord of the 11th house going into the sixth house. That means if you see eighth from the 11th house, trouble in your foot, some kind of ankle fracture, some kind of problem in your ankle, some kind of you know nerve pull in your legs, which may put you towards some kind of doctor injury, some kind of working towards it. This is what can happen. So you have to be taking more care of your leg area when you do yoga and gym and stuff like that. You have to be kickboxing for especially. You have to be very careful that you don't do any do any mess or do any with your kickboxing. You don't kick somewhere wrong that will give you injury. Okay. Mars will enter into Aquarius. This is the time of doing a lot of puja. Puja is very important because here fifth house is the house of mantra chanting, and puja is one of the most lovely thing in the world that you can do. Do lot of puja, aradhana of God. That is what you need to do. Do mantra chanting. See, there will be some kind of aggressive relationship that can either begin or end. So begin means that depends on your dasha and antardasha. Some aggressive relationship that you're going through, you may say that it is enough now. I want to stop it. And some kind of aggressive relationship which you are into, you might bring it into real existence, that okay, now it is good. If my mom and dad are not agreeing, let's okay, let's move forward and let's do the best here possible. But good news is coming to you in love life. Okay, but take things slowly. Don't take many things very very harsh, because your fifth house is has yoga karka planet Saturn there, Venus Lagna Lord there. So be careful in terms of your love life. Some people can go out of marriage also during this time because very potency of planets in your fifth house. So don't go out of marriage. If you want to go out of marriage, contact me. I will tell you what to do. And do a lot of puja. Puja is the best during this time. Mercury enters into Aries, then later, when Mercury enters into Aries, it is entering into the seventh house for you. And seventh house is where, when we discuss about your status, your designation, sometime suddenly your status will be at peak. You will be someone very important in your work area, which is very positive news for you. But it is also putting an aspect on the Lagna. That means intelligence wise, there will be dual personality for you, because Jupiter is also sitting with Mercury. So taking decisions will be little bit stretched, or there will be a little bit delays in taking decisions. So try to make the decisions rightly at right time, but very good time in the beginning of the month. Then the very good thing happens for you is that your ascendant lord goes in the sixth house and becomes exalted. That is, in your work area you will be shining like a star like star. There will be some very good promotion, good news, some kind of recognition, some kind of thing by end of March, or maybe in the month of April, that you can find. I think that mostly it will be related to some very good news coming from your work area or sometime. It is double good news for you, because Venus here makes a Viprit Rajyog, the eighth house lord in the sixth house, as well as Venus, the Lagna lord, in the sixth house. So some very positive good news that comes to you from your work area. Rohit, can you give some insight on what is going to happen then?
See, I can see that what you are telling about this Venus exaltation exactly okay, but what they have to take care about is about their 12th house, where debilitated aspect of Venus will go. So they have to just take care about this thing, that they can take some loan for luxury. Oh, I want to buy this thing, and this is a waste of money, and you never come out of this loan things. If you do this thing for luxury things, you will take loan. So beware of this thing, because 12th house is house of expenditure, and this is what they need to take care at this time.
Yes, expenditure is going to be there, but money is also going to be coming. When second house lord is in the fifth house, money also follows them.
Oh,
So
money.
money they're going to making a lot of money there. So once you make a lot of money, you can just contact me and we can discuss about how you want to spend that money on me. Okay, give me some gift.
Hmm. Now Akash will tell you how to attain spirituality and leave money. Okay, now the time is to tell you about the divine science. If you want to learn this divine science, astrology, in very well-mannered way, planned way, with presentations, this is the time when you can be the part of the batch. Akash ji going to start from 9th of March 2024. Wherever you are in this world, no matters, from your home only, you can join these classes online. Send your details on the mail ID and the WhatsApp number. Enrollment is already started. Team will contact you, brief you about classes and the time. So, most welcome.
Thank you, Rohitji. Moving on to Scorpio ascendant people. When we talk about Scorpio ascendant for the month of March, uh, it is very fascinating, right? We were talking about New Year's few months ago, and now March has also already come. When we talk about March, Pisces, Mercury is entering into your Pisces sign. That is your fifth house, and fifth house is the house of creativity. So creativity wise, little bit challenge in that area. You will not be very creativity. From children also, there will be some challenges that you can face. So these challenges will not last for long, because Mercury is very soon from 7th of March. 15th of March it will enter into, sorry, 26th of March it will enter into Aries. But for a little bit of time, there will be some sorrow that you can find. Those who are thinking about foreign studies or some kind of things related to higher education, some delay there. There is also a possibility that the goals that you have in terms of your business, those who are into business side, they will be able to achieve their goals even in this hardship, because Mercury is putting exalted aspect on the 11th house. Your friends, your social network, your colleagues will help you to move to the next ladder. So all the best. Venus enters into Aquarius. Now Venus is here, the lord of the 12th house, as well as the lord of the 7th house. So that means it rules your marriage, relationships, as well as foreign country, and going into the 4th house, in the house with Saturn. Those who are trying to go for a foreign country, go to for marriage in foreign country, or work in foreign country, there can be some good news coming to you. You may get some kind of visa approval or letter, or some kind of job offer that may help you to move to a foreign country. As well as those who are trying to buy some property or real estate, expenses can be on the rise. Those who are already in foreign country can buy their second property during this time. So very auspicious time for you. Then Sun enters into Pisces. Now, Sun entering into Pisces, especially, the 10th house Lord in the 5th house means new startups, but make sure that be very vigilant as well as do a lot of research before starting up new things. That is why, because Sun is entering and we will be very close to Rahu, and we approaching Rahu very, very fast. And this approaching Rahu turns into a total solar eclipse around 9th of April 2024. So before that, if there is any partnerships or things like that, make the most use of it. But after, I would suggest, according to my personal experience, that you should do everything. You should start the seed. You should put the seed of doing partnerships or going into, even your love life area. You have to be careful. But those who are trying to do startups, you have to make sure that just wait till 14th of April. Let Sun become exalted in the 6th house. Then your workplace will be booming. So just wait. If you want to propose to your girl or a boy, wait till 14th of April. That is what my suggestion will be. Don't take hasty decision. Rahu will put you into illusion otherwise. Mars enters into Aquarius. Now, Mars is the owner here, if you see very clearly, of the 6th house as well as the Lagna. So it's a Lagnesh going into the 4th house. Anyone dealing in property, anything related to property, anything related to vehicle, if you are thinking of buying luxurious vehicle, big house, yeah, that is a very good time. If you want to take your mom for some pilgrimage or some long distance journey or any kind of thing that you want to buy for your wife, because Mars is also aspecting the 7th house here, 10th house, 11th house, you will get a lot of gains during this time from selling or buying of property. So if there is anything in that area or domain and you're going through Mars Dasha Antardasha, then you should take the step by consulting some good astrologer, not me only, any other good who you believe, who you feel, take the right decision according to your Dasha and Antardasha. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Now, Mercury here, when enters into Aries, it makes a Viprit Raj Yoga because it is the owner of the 8th house as well, coming into the 6th house. So that means any long term trouble or enemy that you are facing will go away from your life. You may find some, if you were thinking of getting some kind of loan or some kind of gains from, speculative investments or some kind of inheritance that you were trying to. Inheritance is not always only property. Inheritance is something like even from your work area that you have invested something or something that is rightfully yours. You want to gain it. This is the time that you will gain some kind of monetary benefits, and your work area will be extremely pleasant during this time. Then Venus enters into Pisces. Now, whenever this is the time from March 31st onwards that you can decide on your love affairs and things like that. Okay, I want to take things forward. I want to do things like the right way. Creativity wise, you'll be at very much peak. Rahu and Venus are very, very good friends. So when they come together, there's going to be some good news in progeny also. If you're thinking of, starting a family, getting children in your life, this is going to be a positive time for you. So make the most best of it creatively, happily, internally. You will be very, very happy during this time. So all the best. April is going to be a very positive, good month for you. Okay, but patience is required in the month of March, especially in the area related to your mother, in your children area. That is where it is most of the things that is happening. In your education children area, those who are into old age, it is important that religious, don't be fanatic. Fanatic is very bad. Do karma, become an instrument of God rather than becoming a puppet of God. You become a puppet of God that I will go to temple every day morning. No, go to temple, but after that make sure that you become an instrument of God. How you will bring a difference into this world, into this humanity, and how God's work you can ease. That is what God wants from you, nothing else. So all the best. March 31st, good time for you. WhatsApp link in the description for you. For personal appointments, if you want to go detail into your chart, you can go. And there is another good news that Rohit ji will give you. Rohit
Good
ji.
news is a result of patience that all the people asking repeatedly when you will start the next batch from last 6 months. Now the result of patience has come. Finally, Akash has announced the date for the first batch of 2024. That is 9th March. Astrology for Beginners course. You can be part of this batch. What you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about class. and you can be the part of this class learning astrology in very good manner, different manner with presentations, and this is the right time. Enrollment is already started, so you can also enroll. Most welcome.
Thank you, Rohitji. Moving on to Sagittarius. When we talk about Sagittarius people, Mercury is Kendra Lord, and Mercury Kendra Lord is a very important planet for you. Now it gets debilitated in the fourth house. That means there will be some kind of challenge or trouble, or some kind of weakness in the home house area for you. According to my whole analysis and lot of charts after watching them, whenever there is a debilitated retrograde and combust planet, it is the most beneficial for you. Here, Kendra Lord becomes powerless in the Kendra. That is where the challenge comes. Okay. Because Kendra Lord becomes powerless in Kendra. What is debilitated means powerless. He cannot do anything good in the fourth house. Nothing good to your mother, nothing good related to your career. Oh, sorry. Nothing good related to your property. Nothing good related to your car and vehicles. Nothing good related to your uh, inner peace, happiness. But what it will do? It will do good related to your career, because it is putting an exalted aspect on the 10th house. So it is powerful in the 10th house. That means career wise, it is looking at its own house and saying that I will take care of the career. So career wise, there's going to be growth, but work life balance will not be there. There will be some trouble in the house area, home area, which you have to be taking care of, and make sure that do not let success go over your head. है ना? Try to be more humble in life. Venus will enter into Aquarius. Now, Venus here is the 11th house lord and the 6th house lord going into the third house. That means there will be a lot of opportunities to do a lot of networking in the work area. Lot of opportunities to meet new people. Maybe you go to some seminars, some kind of area where you may meet some influential people, which will help you in future growth. So make the right connection. Be open to communication. That is what is required. Don't be quiet. Express yourself. Try, give your ideas. Make sure that you make a difference here in the in other people's life or in your work area. That is important. Sun enters into Pisces, Sun enters into the fourth house, the ninth house lord in the fourth house. That means some destiny, good destiny news for your mother. That means you were not paying a lot of attention. Now your home, your mother, your motherland, your there will be some travel also. Maybe there can be some long distance travel to your home country. This is also possible. Suddenly you can also go. Especially a little bit negative side, if we say that Rahu is sitting with Sun here, Rohitji, fourth house, right? यहाँ पर mother health can be little bit challenged. That for that you may have to go immediately to visit the mother. So, but on the other hand, Sun brings good news also here. Whenever ninth house lord is in the fourth house, sitting eighth from itself, suddenly some good news related to property or car, any kind of vehicle or property, you may get some good news. Mars enters into Aquarius. Finally, it ends its exaltation. The 12th house Lord comes into the third house. Also, if we talk, the 5th house Lord comes into the third house, sitting 11th from itself. So, gains from communication, but no argument. That is what is the problem. When Mars is in the third house, you become very aggressive in argumentative nature. So, you don't want to become aggressive and argumentative during this time. Otherwise, you may face a backlash from your own people. Like your own people will start hating you. We don't want any kind of thing, and that will be related to mostly your mental state, related to your home, some kind of tension in that area. Then Mercury enters into Aries. It will enter into the fifth house. Now, when the Kendra Lord is sitting 11th from itself, see here, Kendra Lord is sitting 11th from itself and 8th from itself. So there will be sudden gains, monetary gains, speculative gains. If your stock market stuff is going red, it will become good, but it will become green. There will be some kind of gains from children, and those who want to gain from education, that they must have thought that this education was waste. Now they will be doing some interview where they will ask them that have you done any such kind of thing, and you will say yes, yes, I have certification. So your education that you have done in past will also help you during this time. And the most beautiful thing that is happening to you is Venus getting exalted in the fourth house, restoring all the peace, happiness in your heart, in your in your family, but that means that it will be putting a debilitated aspect on the 10th house in your career area. So beginning of the month, career superb. End of the month, career little bit challenged because you will be completely focused towards your home and your house area. Luigi, what do you think in overall? What is going to happen in March for Sagittarius?
For Sagittarius, see, the position of the Lagan Lord is the most important. When you see Jupiter is in a comfortable position, and the main position is of Sun with Rahu. Now, the thing is that when Rahu with Sun is always eclipse, astrologers say like this. But now there is no eclipse. Why eclipse on 9th of April?
Because
So, this
Luigi,
is how we
degree,
need to ascertain.
degree. It
Degree,
has to,
yes,
yeah, Sun
yes.
has to take right degree. So if anyone who's stupidly saying that okay, Rahu and Sun are together, you are in born in
The
eclipse.
Grahan, this is not a way. And this is same with Ketu also.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
there is Grahan, then why it is not Grahan that days? Why after 1 month? Because this is all about degrees.
degree.
So good thing is that the fourth house looks disturbed with Rahu and Sun. But again, Venus here in the end of month will come and provide them luxury in in vehicles or in
Happiness.
house. They may buy luxury villa. Rahu is of sudden thing. They can buy a luxury villa
Yeah, if you get a villa, call me to your villa.
for Grah Pravesh.
Yeah, I know. Kaval, like a friend of mine, has the same chart. She will be buying a villa very soon, and she has. I told her buy a villa with swimming pool so that I can come and my daughter can play in the swimming pool. So very positive time for them. Very positive time. All the best. Lots of love. Luigi, you can tell about everyone about the course if you want.
Yes, lots of love for those also who repeatedly asking about the astrology course when you will start. Now the time has come. 9th March is the date when this astrology for beginners course we are going to start. Sitting at home, anywhere from world, you can connect with Akashji, learn the astrology from very scratch. Now, what you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you and further describe you everything about classes, timings, content, everything. So hurry up because enrollment is already started. So become one of them.
Thank you, Rohit. Moving on to Capricorn ascendant, the one of the most positive ascendants in the world, where I have uh, many people who are from this ascendant. Rohit ji, my daughter Grace, Rohit ji's
My
daughter.
daughter, Srishti.
Yeah,
Yes,
see, both our daughters have Rohit ji Capricorn ascendant. Huh?
Capricorn.
And I feel that my daughter Grace is going to become an astrologer because she has ninth house Ketu, third house Rahu.
Oh,
And
she will be very, very religious. You can't match her in religious things.
both
Very,
my
very.
daughters have third house Rahu and ninth house Ketu.
Hazel, I know already very big devotee of Hanumanji. Always Hanuman Chalisa, Hanumanji, Hanuman.
Very big devotee. And Grace will also be. So here, Capricorn ascendant March 7th is Mercury enters into Pisces. Now, Mercury here is the owner of your Bhagyastan as well as the sixth house. Okay, so Mercury rules your health as well as your destiny. What is happening is Mercury has become debilitated in the third house. Any communication related to your health, related to your workplace, related to your enemies should be avoided during this time, especially in the work in the health area. If any communication is required or you feel that something is not right with you, you should go and get it checked during this time because otherwise there will be little bit trouble and you will receive some bad communication about your health. Okay, so kya karna hai hame? We have to go and make sure that we do all the required tests and everything. On the other hand, it is going to be possible that some long distance travel happen during the beginning of the month. That is because Mercury is aspecting the ninth house with an exalted aspect. So some pilgrimage or long distance travel or some going to some kind of temple, going to some again your home, back to your home or going to some larger place can happen. So all the best education wise, higher education wise, some good education also will start from 7th of March for you. So all the best. Maybe you will join our course and you will start learning. That is also higher education. Venus enters into Aquarius. Now, Venus is the lord here of the 10th house, Rohitji, and the 5th house. That means what is Venus? Venus is extremely yoga karaka for Capricorn as well as Aquarius ascendant. Going into the second house, that means monetary benefit. There is going to be bank balance increase. Some kind of money, hidden, sudden money will come to you through your destiny, through your career. So it is again a positive sign for you. But make sure that investments are done in the right way, not in hasty manner. Sun enters into Pisces. Sun is the lord of the eighth house, going into the third house. That means some kind of hidden communication that you can do with someone else that can destroy your reputation. So don't do any kind of hidden or what is gossips. Don't do any kind of gossip because Sun is also being conjunct with Rahu. Rahu is more powerful in the third house. Third house in Upchaya house, right? So here Rahu is more powerful than Sun. So what do we need to do? We need to be quiet in kind of being egoistic, or as well as being into any kind of back bitching, or doing something behind someone's back, telling wrong things about other people. They will get to know and you will get into trouble. This is what you have to avoid. No communication in terms of gossiping. Mars enters into Aquarius. Mars is again a planet here who rules the fourth house and the 11th house. That means it is another second yoga karka for you because both the houses are very good. Fourth house is the house of inner peace. 11th house is the house of gain. Going into the second house, any fixed asset that you want to develop, any car, any kind of thing that you want to buy, this is the right time for you. Go for it. Bindas. Buy it, because fixed assets wise you will be able to buy something. Even if you want to liquidate fixed assets, okay, sell this and buy this. That is also another good news that you can get during this time to buy such stuff. So all the best in that area also. It is positive, man. Everything is happening related to your finances, communication, and inner peace. This is what this month is all about. Then Mercury enters into Aries. Now, what happens is the ninth house lord comes into the fourth house, restoring a lot of peace, happiness in your home area. If your mother was going through a little bit health problem, it will be positive now. She will start recovering. And if your travel is supposed to happen somewhere, then travel also can happen. There can be also good growth in the area related to your work. There will be some very good news in your work area that you will find, or you will say that, oh man, never thought that this good it can be in the work area. So again, positivity. And then Venus enters into Pisces. Now remember, Venus here is the ruler of the 10th house as well as the second house. That means it is ruler of both the houses related to creativity and career. And going into the third house of communication and getting exalted means that because of your communication skills, because of something that you say, you will achieve some greatness in your life. There will be some positive news that comes to you through your speech. So what do we need to do? Rahu is here, right? Don't be come into a lot of illusion and just overcommit during this time. Make sure that your commitment is something that you can, what you say, something that you can stand up to. Otherwise, very nice month. Honestly, everything is related to your money, monetary benefits, three, communications, and four, your inner peace, happiness, your home. You will be very comfortable, happy at home. There may be some also possibility that there may be some construction, some new work that you can do at home brings more prosperity. There is one, the ZTV, the owner of ZTV, Subhash Chandra ji. Every time in Z, like I was in Z for a quite bit of times. Rohit ji was in Z. Rohit ji, can you share? Every time there was construction going on
Yes,
Z.
construction work going on every time there. This is unofficial that some astrologer told them that construction work should not stop. It should go on always. And when I was there in Noida for so many 8 9 years, I see always there is some. They are breaking something. They are making something there, and all that people were on payroll employees, not the contract workers.
That means
So
this is a
this is
Vastu remedy. Those who own business now, Capricorn ascendant people, you should
something.
make sure that some construction should keep happening in your workplace. Once you keep make sure that happening, your fourth house, that is Mars rules your fourth house, right? So as construction happens, your barakat happens. So make sure. I told Rohit ji also, every 2 months, get someone to do some kind of painting,
Oh,
this in your house. Rohit ji, do that. Every 2 months, get someone to do some flooring, some repair. If it is not required, also say that paint this blue, then paint this yellow, then paint this
oh.
green. keep paintings one wall only, but do something. You need labor at your house, because here your chart, your Lagna Lord is a labor, is a servant. Unless and until you serve a servant, you will not become happy. Okay? All the best for Capricorn ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can, ask for personal appointments. And also, there is one good news which Rohit ji is going to share with you.
Oh, yes, we are here to serve you, no? Serve for the purpose of increasing your knowledge regarding astrology. Those who want to learn from very beginning, they don't know anything about astrology, then these classes are for you. Astrology for beginners course starting from 9th of March 2024. And you are wherever in the world, no matters. You can learn from your course. Online, you can connect from your house and learn astrology with Akashji. What you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about the course, timings, content, everything. So enrollment is already started last week. So hurry up and get enrolled for this course.
Thank you, Rohit ji. Yes, you are right. We have already enrolled, and we have put a lot of people in the WhatsApp group where I am also talking to them personally. And here we go for Aquarius ascendant people. The beginning of the month starts with Mercury entering into Pisces. So Mercury enters into your second house of wealth. That means here all the power related to decision making in wealth investment will be challenged. So we don't want to take any kind of investment or any kind of fixed property, liquidation of fixed properties. That means you want to sell your house, you want to sell anything related to your fixed asset like a car or something. No, not right now. This is not the right time for you. Mercury but puts an exalted aspect on the eighth house. So occult wise, suddenly you will have a lot of spiritual transformation in your life. There will be some gains suddenly related to inheritance from family that was trying to avoid you. It will try to come now in front of you and explain you that, okay man, there is going to be some good news that can come to your way. So very good news in terms of inheritance, shared resources, partnerships. Money from partnership was pending, now you will get it. Some kind of good news is coming in that area. But investments or disposing of your assets, not the right time. Venus enters into Aquarius. Now, Venus here is another Yoga Karka. Okay, it is the owner of the ninth house and the fourth house. That means it rules your destiny as well as your inner peace, happiness, and also your house and stuff like that. Because Mercury is not in good position, Venus comes into the Lagna. You will automatically, because it is sitting with the Saturn also. Saturn and Venus makes a very good combination here. Those people in birth chart who have these kind of thing will be very rich, wealthy, because Venus has to give you luxury. Now here luxury will be another part of your life where you may gain some kind of luxury, or you may what you say, you may be drawn towards some kind of luxurious expenditure, and that is because of Mars also in the 12th house will make sure that some expenditure happens in that area. uh, Career wise, it is going to be very good. You'll be very confident, bright, brilliant during this time, because first house is also the character, that is your personality. Your personality will be at too good, uh, you know like out of 100, 120 will be your personality. That is how better it will be. Sun enters into Pisces. Now Sun here is the lord of the seventh house of Maraka. Maraka means a killer. Sun is not a good planet for all the people of Aquarius ascendant. It is going into the second house, which is also a Maraka house, and making a conjunction with Rahu. Very careful for all the family members. Because of some family members, you might have to spend some money, or maybe your bank balance will become a little bit of challenge during this time in terms of your family member. You might have to, because second house is the house of speech. You might commit something to a family member and you have to fulfill it now. It will be also Dhan, Kutum, and Vani. We talk about all the money, bank account, anything that is fixed assets is second house. Anything that is your speech, that is your Zaban, we say, no, right? I have given my speech that I will do this. You will have to do it. And family. Family is where Grahan, that is some kind of eclipse is going to happen. So that family member, some of your family member will put you into trouble, or you might have to go to their rescue during this time. That is what is your time says. Then Mars, who is the ruler of the third house as well as the 10th house. That means it comes into your lagna. Now here Mars has aspect on the fourth house, Mars has aspect on the seventh house and the eighth house. Here we have to be careful in terms related to your communication. No aggressive communication to your family members or your siblings. Okay, very careful. No aggressive communication, that will create some trouble in your life. Secondly, it will also be aspecting the seventh house, that is the house of sun. Mars is a very good friend of Sun, but because Mars aspect on the seventh house here, there will be trouble in relationships. There can be some kind of ups and downs, or maybe adjustment in relationship, and that will be also because of your family. Sun in the second house. Maybe you will be doing something for your family, and your spouse will say that no, this is not right. You should not do. They have not done anything for us. But I think family comes first. Spouse came to your life 25, 27, 30 years later. Family has been there from childhood. If they have done for you, it is your duty to do for them. So make sure to make the right decision. And then Mercury enters into Aries. Mercury ends its debilitation, enters into Aries, into the third house. It is a pakka house of communication, and Mercury here is the ruler of the eighth house. After research, you will do very good communication, and also the owner of the fifth house. So creativity will be at peak. Your communication, your personal interest in that area, whichever you have, will be very pleasant for you to pursue. You will get some good communication from your children and good communication in terms of education. If you are looking for an education, if you are some exams or some kind of things related to examination, this is also the place from where you can expect some destiny working in your favor, because this house is the ninth, sorry, 10th from the sixth house. So that means results from the sixth house. 10th is result status from the sixth house. That is some kind of good news that okay, you have passed in distinction and things like that. Admission wise, if you're trying to think about getting some very good admission in good colleges, this is also a good time for you. Then Venus enters into Pisces, extreme Yoga Karka planets, goes into the second house, gets wealth. If you have helped your family, or if you someone borrowed money from you, you will get it return. Investment will be turning tenfolds. More than money, you will also get some kind of benefit in terms of blessings. You will be completely blessed during this period. Your bank balance will be overflowed with cash, especially in the month of April. So because it is happening on 30th, 1st of March, right? It will take a little bit degree in April. Amazing, man. April, May, Aquarius people are becoming very rich, and they will give all their money to me. That is what I feel, Goichi. All the best. Rahu is here in April. There's going to be Grahan also. So don't invest before 15th of April, 14th of April, when Sun transits into exaltation. That is when you should invest. But there is going to be some pleasant, good news in terms of money, monetary benefits, some kind of contracts that you were trying to achieve, attain. You will get it during this month of March. It is mostly, this time is related to your personality, your wealth, and your communication. These are the three focuses in the month of March for all the Aquarius ascendant people. All the best, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description if you want to go talk to me personally. Here you are welcome, man, and we can talk about detail in your chart. All the best, Luigi. Off to you.
Yes, and there is a one more source of developing your personality, that is learning astrology. Everybody want to know about himself or herself. So this is a best way, I think, what you can do. What you can do, you can join the astrology course, astrology for beginners course, starting from 9th March 2024, and you can learn this astrology course from very scratch, from very beginning. You don't know anything about astrology, no matters. You are residing in any part of world, no matters. Sit at your house comfortably on the chair, connect with Akashji online and learn astrology with a detailed presentations made by Akashji, especially for the beginners, because he know when somebody comes to learn astrology from very beginning, he need a deep insight. He need a detailing on everything. So he prepare presentations like this. The batches before this batch studied astrology from Akashji. Uh, Wonderful job they are doing now. And one more thing, what we do is we make one WhatsApp group for all the students, where as you enroll for this course, Akashji and team will add you on that in this group. Akashji is also in this group. I am also in this group, and continuously we will communicate about many things. So what you have to do, send your inquiries on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about the course. Enrollment is already started.
Thank you, Rohitji. Very, very kind of you to give this brief introduction about the course. Moving on to Pisces Ascendant. When we talk about Pisces Ascendant, here March of 7, Mercury will enter into Pisces. Now, here Mercury is the Kendra Lord again, and entering into the Lagna, getting debilitated, will make yourself, your personality, your aura a little weak. What do we need to do to make this aura very strong? To take the help of your partner. And why I'm telling this? Because here Mercury will be aspecting your seventh house and with an exalted aspect. So that means your partner will be coming to your rescue, at your support. Maybe it be business partner, maybe it be life partner. Someone will come to rescue, and their aura, their energy will be the one that will be helping you get more and more positive results during this time. Venus entering into Aquarius. Now, Venus enters into Aquarius and makes a Viprit Rajyog also. Now, here in this chart, Venus rules the 8th house as well as Venus rules the 3rd house. So, Venus is not given two good houses, right, Rohitji? It is a little bit struggleful houses, but Venus makes a Viprit Rajyog here in the 12th house. So, all the trouble related to Sun is also making a Viprit Rajyog. So, it's not only Venus. So, there are two planets making Viprit Rajyog. Any trouble related to enemies, to court cases, any problem related to sudden ups and downs, any problem related to inheritance or gains from money from partnership is going to get solved during this month. Before 31st of March, you may receive some wealth, but that wealth will also turn into expenses, because here expenses will also be on the rise, because Saturn is here, right? And Saturn in its own house in Mool Trikona will be very powerful in making sure that expenses are on the rise. So what we need to do is we need to not spend on luxury, only spend on necessity during this time. Then Sun enters into Pisces, into the Lagna, and into the Lagna Rahu is sitting for them. So Pisces is the new Aries. Last 18 months, Aries were in trouble. From October of 30th, Pisces are the people who have Rahu in the first house. So understand, Rahu in the first house becomes heroic, but sometimes hero also makes mistakes, right? This is what happens. So you do not come, and ego or overconfidence is what will take you a little bit apart. That is what you have to control. This is all, life is all about control. Whoever has the power to control their heart is a real spiritual person. Like मन जिसने कंट्रोल कर लिया, उसका मन ही उसको राजा बना देगा. Like you don't need any other person to declare you king. Your heart can declare you king only if it is in control. Okay. Now here, Sun enters into Pisces, and very closely it will be entering and making a conjunction with Rahu. And when Rahu and Sun are in conjunct, Rahu becomes very notorious and starts acting smart. And because of that, Sun can combust everyone, right? But Rahu is the power to combust Sun and create a eclipse, total solar eclipse. That is going to happen in April, but the energy is going to start. So what does it mean? It means that eclipse on your brain area. Some decisions that you need to take, you have to, if you can wait for that decision till April 14th, then that will be more positive for you. This month, you should not take bigger decisions in your life, because already Grahan is happening, so you don't want to take any risk. Okay, because Sun and Venus or Sun and Rahu will be coming into close conjunction every day. Every day, Sun is a fast-moving planet, by the way, so careful. Then Mars enters into Aquarius. Now Mars here, if you see the second house lord as well as this ninth house lord, it is the lord of the money as well as destiny. Going into the 12th house means that some people who were applied for higher education, or some people who have applied for debts, for loans, to go to foreign country, they may get find something good positive and they may go to a foreign country. There may be long distance travel that can happen for people born in Pisces ascendant during this month of March, because Mars is making a clear combination of the 8th and the 12th house. And secondly, your bank balance is going to get little bit challenged, because if you are traveling, you will have to spend money. That is shown in your chart. So make sure it is necessity travel. Leisure travel, cancel it. Don't do it. Don't book it at all. Necessity travel, yes, you have to go. Then that is going to be pleasant for you, because Venus and Saturn are both sitting there. So no problem. Mercury enters into Aries. Now Mercury ends its debilitation status and enters into the second house. Second house is house of the wealth. Now, any contracts, any kind of written communication, any kind of verbal communication that you're expecting from your family, from your colleagues, from things related to business or startups. Because see, this is the fifth from the 10th house. If we count from the 10th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is the fifth from the 10th house. So there will be some area um, in your career area where you can starting startups and you want to raise money and stuff like that. This is a very good time to raise money because both the Kendra lords are in the second house. More emphasis on the money area in your chart. If you want to get your bank balance bigger, this is the right time. You should approach anyone who's supposed to give you money in startups or things like that. It will be positive for you. Then Venus enters into Pisces. Venus becomes exalted in the Lagna. All the trouble that Saturn, see, this is what God is. When Sun and Rahu are in close conjunction, that is the time Venus comes and become exalted. So that Venus takes the charge of this house and make sure that all the good things, all the luxurious things, all the positive things start happening. Now, here, your partner may try to put you into some kind of illusion because Venus is putting a debilitated aspect on the seventh house. So, depending on how intense is your situation and how much do you want to listen to your partner, is more important, and that is will be your own judgment how you want to take. So in this month, if we talk about major things, mostly things are related to expenses because of your 12th house. Lagna, that is your own personality, lot of fluctuations in personality. And second house, wealth. This is what is more focused in the month of March for all the Pisces ascendant people. Make the best of it, make right decisions. Don't come into a lot of illusion because of Rahu in the first house, Ketu in the seventh house. There will be a lot of detachment in the area related to your love life and your wife and or husband or business partnership, but try to make wiser decisions. And for that, what do we need to do for Pisces season? Vishnu Sahasranam is one simple remedy that will give you clarity in decision making. So all the best, make the most of it, and best of luck for March of 2024. May this be very auspicious for you. And Rohit,
Every weekend we come live, and when Akashji do predictions, most of the people ask how you do this prediction, how this is so correct. So this is the time when you can know personally, because astrology for beginners course we are starting. You can learn this astrology techniques with Akashji sitting at your home, connecting online from any part of world. You will be the part of this batch, which is going to start from 9th of March 2024. What you have to do, send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about the batch, timings, content, everything. So this is the time when you can connect Akashji. So wish you best of luck. Enrollment already started. Enroll now.
thank you, Rohitji. Uh, all the best for all the people who are enrolling, and I think that it is going to be a pleasant classes. I think
Yes, yes,
it's
definitely.
going to be a lot of fun teaching people, new people who want to understand astrology in detail. And thank you so much, Rohiji, for your effort. And I know you have to be quiet most of the time, but listening also is a very big patience level, or especially to me, because I keep saying, ma'am.
No, I keep learning. I keep learning. Sometime I come more close to see you from where you are telling. Sometime so this is a learning process for me daily.
Thank you, Rohiji. I think we will meet in the next video, in the weekly one. Till then, Jai Shri Ram,
Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Ram,
Ram,
Jai Hanuman, Jai
Jai
Mata
Mata
Di,
Di, Jai
Jai
Mata Shri,
Mata Di.
Om Namah Shivaya.